Charles Dodgson, better known of course as Lewis Carroll. Now he was a math teacher here and lecturer for 47 years. Most of his life he spent here. And in that time he wrote all these lovely stories. Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Anyone read the stories? Most men won't put their hands up. Anyone read them?
Yes.
You've seen the movie? You've seen the movie? Okay, right. That usually covers it. Okay. Right, okay. Now, over the back here we have our lovely library. Unfortunately it's closed at the moment, they're doing restoration work. Window right at the end on the left, the very last window on the left. This was Lewis Carroll's study in the 2 years he spent in that library. He arrived here about 1850. Now he'd often stand at that window and look into the garden behind, okay, Deanery Garden. There he would see Alice and her brothers and sisters playing. At this particular time, Alice had a pet cat, which she loved, called Dina. Unfortunately, this cat had rather annoying habit. It would frequently climb up this old chestnut tree, and this is over 250 years old, climb up there, and it said 9 times out of 10 it would get stuck in the tree. So servants would come along with ladders to retrieve the cat for little Alice. You must remember, little girls in Victorian times didn't climb trees. It was considered very unladylike. Things have changed considerably. Anyway, the servants climb up here trying to get the cat for little Alice. And Lewis Carroll would watch this and found it so amusing, it happened so many times. One day he got an idea, he went back into his study, sat down at his desk, and he turned that into the Cheshire Cat in the story. Remember the Cheshire Cat? Quite an imagination, Lewis Carroll, he really has. Considering he was a math don and lecturer, he was also a bachelor, yet he wrote all these lovely children's stories, quite amazing. Does anyone remember the secret garden or the magic garden? Right, okay, now then. The children weren't allowed in this garden, okay, because it was a cathedral garden, and at the time it was looked after by an old canon, very old it seems, a bit of a misery, and one thing he really disliked were young children, a bachelor obviously, and he would protect this garden as much as possible. So the children weren't allowed in here, so the gardeners would lock this little door here and make sure the children couldn't get in. And Lewis Carroll would occasionally look out of his window, and there would be little Alice on the other side looking through the keyhole, fascinated by things she couldn't get into or see. So he turned this into the secret or the magic garden. Okay? Right, any questions yet? Because we've got to go up to the dining hall, have a chat up there. Yes? No? Okay. Let's go.